The story of the shepherds and the king of the sanctuaries, which is a spiritual parable told by scholars to illustrate sincerity, guidance, and the honor of seeking closeness to Allah. Long ago, in a land filled with deserts and mountains, there lived a group of simple shepherds. They spent their days tending sheep, far from the cities and people. Despite their humble lives, they were deeply sincere in worship. Though they didn't have much knowledge, they would constantly remember Allah in their solitude, praying under the open sky. In that same land lived a powerful and just king, known as the King of the Sanctuaries, because he ruled over a city where the sacred sanctuary stood, a place of immense spiritual significance. Often associated with Makkah. The king was known for his wisdom and care for his people, and he would often disguise himself to observe how his subjects lived. One day, the king heard whispers about a group of shepherds who worshipped Allah with such sincerity that even the desert seemed to echo their prayers. Curious, he set out to find them. Dressed in plain clothes, he ventured into the mountains, searching for these mysterious men who had no titles, wealth, or scholarly fame, only love for Allah. After days of travel, the king found the shepherds. He observed them from a distance, watching how they shared their food, prayed in humility, and cried during the night while calling upon Allah. Their du'a with Macrones were simple, but full of deep yearning. The king approached them, introducing himself as a traveler in need of shelter. The shepherds welcomed him warmly, offering food and a place to rest. During the night, the king listened to their whispered conversations. They spoke not of the world or its pleasures, but of longing to see the sacred sanctuary, to make tawf, and to die in sujood near the Kaaba. Yet they feared they would never have the means. Touched by their words, the king revealed his true identity. The shepherds were shocked and fell into sajda, unsure if it was a test. The king reassured them and said, "Your hearts are already in the sanctuary, even if your feet have never stepped there. But I will grant you what your hearts desire." He brought them to the sacred city as his honored guests. They wept as they saw the Kaaba for the first time. The king ensured they were taught the Quran and guided by scholars. Though once unknown, their sincerity brought them honor in this world and, in Essecha with Macron all, in the hereafter. People began to visit these shepherds, now ascetics of the harem, seeking advice and du'a with Macron. One of them once said, "We did nothing special. We only cried to Allah in the night when no one heard us but Him." Their story spread as a lesson in the power of sincerity. Years passed. The shepherds lived and died in the sacred lands. And the king would often say, "I ruled the land of the sanctuaries, but those shepherds ruled the hearts of men, not through power, but through sincerity with their Lord." This story became a reminder that Allah raises people not by wealth or fame, but by what lies in the heart. Sometimes, the unknown in the desert are more beloved to Allah than kings in palaces. And those closest to the sanctuary are not always those near it in distance, but those near it in heart. Would you like these stories? Please share, subscribe, comment and like.